Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your love snapshot for June 2017. These are short glimpses into the path of love and romance for those of you who are in relationships, long-term and established, as well as, young, early ones, and also for those of you who are single and dating or single and thinking about getting back into the dating scene, open and wanting to find that perfect companion. So for those of you not interested in relationship readings, just stick with the beginning of the month generals and the mid-months as well. These are for everybody else. So now these are general readings, same as the others, and there's many of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same to the same degree and intensity. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may resonate a little more predictively for you and just give you additional insight and clarification. Thank you so very much for joining us here today and for watching, listening, sharing, subscribing, for all your support and feedback, and for keeping me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on that about or description button for more information and my email address. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. That's MAGGIE1mcguire@gmail.com. I do readings full-time, 6 days a week, so turnaround time is pretty quick. I'm usually able to get back with you fast and set up a reading almost always within a 2-week period of time, anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks. So send me an email if you're interested and we will go from there. So moving right along, this reading is for Pisces, the water sign of Pisces. Pisces the fish, our mercurial, lovely, fluid Pisces. For June 2017, love snapshots. A glimpse into the path of love and romance for the water sign of Pisces for June 2017. Okay. Okay, Pisces, we have the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So Pisces, I feel like for a lot of you, this is more, you can apply the same energy to those of you who are single and dating or thinking about getting back into, the dating field but haven't really met anybody yet. Although I feel like there's a pretty strong message for those of you in relationships, whether well-established long-term relationships or young, early relationships. I feel like there's a conversation which needs to happen between the two of you about how balanced things are. And for those of you who are single and single and dating or thinking about getting back into the dating scene, I feel like you need to be kind of very honest with yourself about maybe taking a good look at your relationship history, at maybe the part that you played in relationships that didn't work out, and making sure that in order to have an equal relationship moving forward. So the Six of Pentacles, this is about basically equilibrium and even give and take. It's about equal giving, equal receiving. It's also about being open to giving and receiving. And for those of you who are single and dating or thinking about getting back into the dating scene, this can be, a message and guidance about needing to be more open to giving, needing to be more open to receiving. For some people, it's water signs. I think it tends to be more inherently natural for them to be givers, but sometimes not so much, particularly if you've had negative experiences in the past where, you've ended up being kind of closed, guarded, not so willing or so eager to give. And also it may be difficult for you to receive. Maybe you found yourself in relationships in the past that were not balanced because the Six of Pentacles is about mutuality, mutual respect, mutual affection, mutual attraction. So it's about taking a look at maybe relationships you've had in the past that were imbalanced. Maybe you were the giver and you found yourself in relationships where you you gave too much and didn't receive enough back. So it's about kind of taking a look at that and being honest with that as you're in the dating scene or preparing to enter the dating scene. And for those of you that are in relationships, either established or well established or early young relationships, again, it's the same thing. It's about taking a look at the relationship that you're in. Are you giving and receiving equally? Is there a mutual love, mutual affection, mutual respect here? Some of you may be in a relationship where you don't actually, you're not on the same page. One, you may not, they may think that you're their soulmate and you're not quite on the same page with them, in which case this communication needs to occur. Because we have the Two of Cups as well, which is one of those cards traditionally considered the soulmate card, water energy. The Suit of Cups usually manifests in the emotional area of our life and relationships. Pentacles is that tangible, see, touch, feel energy. The Two of Cups is about a union, a match in love and romance between two people that's kind of has that karmic thread, that karmic connection. It's more than just physical and chemical attraction. It's a meaning of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit. It is it can be the best friends and lovers card as well. And some of you who are single may be meeting your soulmate, that kindred spirit, that wonderful union may be coming for you in the month of June 2017. And in that case, it is, there is a beautiful mutuality around it. But for others of you, and this would be for those of you in relationships, I feel like you may want to take an honest look at the balance in the relationship. Is there somebody, is the giving and receiving, is it maintaining an equilibrium? Is it balanced? Does it balance out when you look at the big picture of it? And if not, I feel like a conversation needs to occur to that, and you really need to be honest about that, because next to that we have the Page of Swords. Swords is about communication. It's about what goes on up in here, our cerebral energy, our words and ideas, and how we communicate them in our belief systems as well. And the Page of Swords is also about truth, honesty, clarification, clarity, illumination as well. The Page of Swords can be messages, communication, and again, in a positive way, there may be like positive communications. You may be finding yourself, you may be in a relationship where you're talking about, how well matched you are. For those of you single, you may be finding that relationship this month. You may be meeting your soulmate this month. Others of you, there's something out of balance in your relationship, and there needs to be a conversation and honesty about it. Because the Page of Swords also reminds us that we may be in a situation where there's an ethical or moral dilemma, and it's about being honest and forthright about it. It could be a situation. The Page of Swords remind us that truth is the sharpest weapon in our arsenal. So it's about truthful, honest, open communication here with someone that is showing up or may be your soulmate. Some of you, I feel like there's a small portion of you that have started dating someone, have met someone, and you're kind of dating them, you're with them, and you're continuing to go out with them, but I feel like they may be more invested in it than you are. They may be seeing you in a way that you're not seeing them, in which case there needs to be some honest and open communication here. And again, in the established relationships, I feel like some of you, there's an imbalance which needs to be talked about. Somebody may be keeping something from the other person, and it's honesty and integrity is kind of the what's being called for here. A conversation of some kind needs to occur for a portion of you, maybe a smaller portion of you. Of course, it's going to vary because there's so many of you watching, and everybody's got different things going on in your lives, and singles versus, people in established relationships. But it's about balance and equilibrium, and whether you're in a relationship where that needs to be established or restored, or there needs to be a separation so that you can have the kind of relationship that has that mutual, that lovely balance and equilibrium. And for those of you single and looking, again, balance is going to be key, particularly in any relationship you find yourself in. You may want to take a look at how that didn't play out well for you in the past, so that you don't carry that forward with you into your future. And for another portion of you, there's some in your group where you're actually going to be meeting your soulmate, and it's going to be, you're going to know it pretty much almost right away. So how lovely for that. Just depends on what group you're in. So Pisces, that pretty much wraps up your June 2017 Love Snapshot. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it hasn't been too confusing, that it's given you a little bit of insight or a glimpse on what's ahead potentially in love and romance for you. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, just click on that About or Description button. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. Should be able to get back with you pretty quickly since I do readings full time. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal if those of you feel so inclined to donate in support of my channel. And thank you for those of you who have and continue to. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June mid-month generals. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much, Pisces, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.